We're working on the coop again today, and we are really hoping to get as much done as we can, minus some exterior windows we want to put on there. So I was going to show you some of the things we've done already and some of the supplies that we've gotten to do some of the other stuff. So we got a large sheet of this styrofoam insulation, and we are going to put that on the top here because, as you can see through wear and tear, we have some cracks. So we're going to silicone down all the edges, and then we're going to put this on top to cover it, and then I also have some corrugated tin that we're going to cut to put on top of that to help weatherproof it a little bit, and hopefully that will keep it dry on the inside, and this will help insulate it a little bit for the winter time and when it's extra cold. For our nesting box, as you can see, we have decided to do the 5-gallon bucket in here. We're going to cut some of the bucket off the inside so that it's not sticking out so much for them to roost on and poop in. But we tried to get creative, so we're also going to, we have a new bucket. We're going to cut the lid so that there will be a lip on the bottom. And on the back, as you can see, because this is our temporary bucket, the back, it will hang out of that little tire hole area, and we'll secure it in there. But we've decided we want to be able to get the eggs out of the nesting box without having to go into the actual coop. And so we're going to cut a hole in the bottom of the bucket, and we are going to put this PVC pipe fitted piece in here. It's a 4-inch, and that will fit into the hole, and we'll kind of glue that in. And then with that comes a cap that turns on there. So this will be fitted into the back of the bucket, and then when we want to get eggs out, we just have to stick our hands into the hole, into the bucket, and get eggs. And it should be 4 inches, should be plenty big to stick our hand in and pull our hand out with an egg still in there. So that is what our nesting box is going to be, and we figured we only need one nesting box since we have only 4 chickens. So these are a few of the supplies that we are starting off with. Here we have our 2-foot 4x4 legs that are going to attach to our pallet base that's down there. That's the underside of it. On top is plywood screwed on top, and that's going to be our base, and then the playhouse is going to sit on top of that. So that is what we're working on right now. We're going to work on this nesting box, and we're going to finish covering up some of the holes in here. Okay. Hey everyone, so we actually we're going to go out of town for Memorial Weekend to Missouri to my parents' house, but plans fell through, and so we haven't had much time to work on the chicken coop over about the last 2.5 weeks. It's been raining non-stop, or we've had baseball or something else going on. So today, since we couldn't go out of town, we decided we were going to work on the chicken coop. So we've finished the door, which has a spring hinge on it, and we have lots more to do, and we have to work on the run over here, but we still have to figure out what we're going to do with the windows. Not entirely sure what we're going to cover that up with, but we do know that we want to try and get most of this done this weekend, because in about a week and a half we want to get the chickens outside. So this is our little bit of progress so far.
Jump at it. Come on, get it. You ready?
I'm keeping. Don't make her do.
You gotta knock her out.
Have her jump. Too high.
She's dizzy.
It's just a piece of grass. Go ahead, Natasha. Come on up, girls. Explore.
Oh no.
Go ahead, Henrietta. I'm gonna move sideways so I can see what you're doing. Go on, peek your head through the hole.
Middle.
Proud to report news that's worth knowing,
Like what's happening on and off the field.
or tasty recipes and restaurant openings.
I wanted to show you our one nesting box that we made. It's actually out of a 5-gallon bucket, and we have it sitting on the front now because we're trying to silicone this front in. But what we did was we just cut the lid so that there's a lip so that the eggs don't fall out, and we actually cut a hole in the bottom of the box, or the bottom of the bucket. And we got this, I think I showed you before in the last video, we got this PVC pipe that has a lip and an edge on it, and we stuck that into the hole, and then it has a turn screw cap on it. So that will come out, and then we just reach our hand into the hole to get the eggs when we have the eggs. And we only have 4 chickens, so we should only need 1 nesting box, really. I mean, 1 to 2, but everybody says even when they have like 10 chickens, if they have 2 nesting boxes, they always choose to use 1. So where we're going to put that nesting box is we're actually going to stick it through the tire hole, what was the tire hole on the playhouse. And so it will stick out the side here where we will just unscrew to get the egg out. So that is our nesting box. On the back of the playhouse, we are attaching a drop down, or a lift up door, sorry, with spring hinges so that it's easy access to clean the inside of the coop when we need to get in there and put new bedding in and all that good stuff.
Few minutes.
Hi, Owen.
Okay.
Like that.
Part on here, and this is going to be the way that we get in to clean or to put more litter in the coop. So we just put these carabiner clips on here so that we don't have to mess with the padlock. We just take those off, flip it down, and now we can lift it up. Now the nice thing about this is it has spring hinges on it, so if something tries to get in, it will just close automatically on it. So yeah, kind of cool. It's not perfect, but it's good enough for us. Well, we started putting hardware cloth up around the outside. We still have to bury it, and we're gonna do a foot out and a foot down. But we wanted to at least put the hardware cloth at the bottom around the fence and start it from underneath the platform so that the girls, the hens, can come out at least during the day while it's nice while we finish doing the rest of the things in here. So because they're getting a little too big for their brooder. They still have a couple weeks before they can are fully feathered and can be out here all the time. But we at least wanted so that they have a safe place to come hang out during the day when it's nice out for a couple hours and get out of their box. So tomorrow I'm going to add hardware cloth around the other side and the top. and then it will be safe for them to be out here for a couple hours every day. And then hopefully next weekend we'll get all the hardware cloth buried and do all those finishing things. We got the nesting boxes in there, the lid's off right now. And the roosting bar is over here, but I think I'm going to have to move it forward because they're too close to the wall, so they keep pooping down the wall. And then I'm going to put a tray or something underneath so it's easy to clean out the poop from when they roost. And right now they're just kind of exploring the inside of their new, what will be their new home. And also the dog wants to eat the chickens. So we're gonna have some work there too with training. When we introduced the girls to their new home, we decided to give them a little watermelon treat and they love it. So this is their little treat so that they start to like their new area. We are installing a solar power motion detector light on the front of the coop to help with like a nightlight situation for the chickens, because chickens don't really like the dark, and to help deter some predators from trying to sneak in here.